What's up, fam? I'm coming through with another video, and I want to encourage you guys this evening, this Saturday evening, to never argue with narcissistic people. There's a lot of people that don't fully get the concept of what a narcissistic person really is. There's more of them in this world than you think. An extremely negative person is a narcissist. They are not in alignment with themselves. If you are dealing with an extremely negative person, a bitter person with a low vibration, that is always in anger, that is always in rage, you should never argue, you should never conversate with this type of a person. There is no end goal with this type of a person. There is no finish line. It doesn't matter what you say. You could be proving them wrong to their face and they could know it and they could figure out a way to make it backfire right back in your face, to try to gaslight you, to try to say something. They'll bring something up from the past. They'll do something dirty to throw it in your face. They'll bring up anything they can think of to just keep an argument going or start an argument. This is what they do. There's no winning with them. They're not gonna confess to anything you have to say. And I know a lot of you guys on this channel, you guys do know what narcissistic people really is, but I know there's definitely some people that watch this channel that don't fully understand what it is. You guys probably think it's some demonic devil type of person, which it is, but you can't really see, you don't see them like that. They come off as a regular person, which is a scary thing. They come off just like everybody else almost, until you really get to know them, until you have to spend quality time with them. And I say quality time because I mean a fair amount of time. The time you spend with them is not quality. Don't mistake me for that. It is not quality at all. It's trash. But the more time you spend around a type of person like this, the more you start to figure them out and understand how messed up in the head they really are. They can't even see past their own issues. They can't see past themselves. They're trapped, they're delusional, and they just do whatever they can to bring your ass down. And if you're in a conversation with them, if you're arguing with them, there's no getting away. You just have to literally get away. I mean, there's no getting away if you continue to try to tell them how it is. And I've been in this so many times. I shit you not, guys. And I don't want to bring names up in this channel. I try not to do that as much as possible. But I spend totals of 1 to 3 hours straight. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of time with the same person, just full on yelling and screaming and roaring, just raging out. Whenever I was younger, and you get to a point where you start to see through it more and more and more, and you stop doing what you did altogether, which is continue the argument, trying to prove them wrong. And then when you do, they'll throw little insults at you saying, oh, you're just trying to destroy me, you're just trying to bring me down. When everything you're saying is nothing but the truth. They can't handle the truth. They can't defeat you. The only way they try to defeat you is by like gaslighting you or manipulating you or doing crazy shit like this. They have no real facts. They have no real argument. They're full of shit. They're cowards. They're shells of who they could have been. And they stay like this forever. They're little hermits. Little pussies is what they are. Every single one of them. And they can't be real. They cannot be real. They're just fake every way around the board. They have no real argument when they're in an argument. They have no real debate when they're in a debate. That's why you should never argue with one, because you just can't win with them. They're never going to confess. They're never going to say, okay, you're right. You'll never hear this from a narcissist. Never. And they will literally lie to your face. They'll say the craziest shit. I've heard people say stuff before, and when they said it, I knew they were lying immediately, and I didn't even call them out right away, but I waited for a specific time to call them out for that. And they denied it. And I clearly caught them. And it's hilarious. I've caught people red-handedly stealing from me, caught them, and they denied it. When I actually caught them, they denied it. How crazy is this? It's like, I'll explain it like this too. Something else that they do is you could be in a conversation with them. You could be driving in a car beside one of them. They could say something. You could respond. And to your response of what you said, they could look back at you and say, I didn't say that. When they clearly just said it, you clearly just heard what they said. And you repeat what they said back, and they say, I didn't say that, when clearly they fucking did. This is what I mean. They literally love to get under your skin. They literally love to do the craziest shit to just throw you off. Because when they can do this, and when they control your emotions, they gain power over this. They gain power over you, because they're making you react a certain way. They're psychologically making you react a certain way when they are doing the things that they are doing. If you don't play into their game, they don't gain any power. And it just continues on. They're just really messed up people. Really, really, really messed up people. So it's best just to not argue with them. I mean, it's best to not look at their faces. It's best to not even have them on social media, have them as friends, have them as family. It's best to not have them in your life, period. But I'm saying if you have to deal with them, which a lot of people have to do, I had to do it so much in the past. It'd blow anybody's minds to see how much I had to be surrounded by this shit. You get brought up in it, and it's just like, you just take it. You know it's wrong. Like, I never got sucked into this type of bullshit or this way of living. I never let people dictate my emotions and let people control me. I felt in control of my own self and my own life since a young kid. I feel like I raised myself. I feel like I did all of this because I don't feel like I got any help from nothing. Like, I made my own decisions. I did all my own shit. I might have got fed. I might have been given things to survive. That's about it. And yes, I'm forever grateful for that. Everybody should be. But I'm just saying, like, I never let these types of people make me into something that I'm not. Which most of the time they do this to their own children. They like, even your own friends, they might make you how they are, and you'll carry on in life acting and behaving just like them. Never in my life did I let anybody change me as a person. The things that shook me the most and affected me the most and changed me the most was the bad breakups that I got in my life. I feel like women caused me more pain in my life, like more than anything else, times 10. This is where the most pain came from in my life, is females. When I don't have females in my life, believe it or not, I'm at my all-time happiest. I get caught up in one, you could be on cloud 9, you could be having a good time, and all of a sudden, you get shook again. And the same thing just keeps happening and happening and happening over and over and over again. Because they present themselves to you as worthy. You think they're worthy until you get to know them a little bit more. And then it's like, here we go again. Here we go again. And you literally just, you continue to talk, and the same formula just happens. You see it coming, it happens. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, literally, guys, like, and it's a shame because we should all have somebody in our lives. We should all have that person. But it's better to not have that person at all than have somebody that's making you into something you're not. It's much, much better. This is almost just as good as having the right person in your life. And life is not perfect. It's so far from perfect. I thought shit was going to be way easier than it was whenever I was younger growing up. I figured things would have came much easier. Just from the type of person I am, I usually get what I want, and whatever is in my control, I do end up getting what I want. But listen to this. Females are not in our control, no matter what. We cannot control them. We cannot control the thoughts that run through their minds. We cannot control the actions that they decide to take. We cannot control them, period. And it's the same thing with females. They can't control us either unless they use manipulation. And yes, some guys do use manipulation against females as well. It just goes to show nobody really has control over anybody unless you do manipulate somebody, then you can gain control. And like, I'm going to go back to this for a second. It's better to fully be yourself and have nobody, have no spouse, have no boyfriend or girlfriend in your life than to have that wrong person in your life that is taking you away from yourself. They take you so far away from yourself, and then they discard. And now you're really messed up. Because now you got nothing, and you don't even got your best self. You're like a shell of yourself because of what they did to you. Now it's going to take you time to heal, to get back on the horse. Now it's going to take even more time to get to that right person. And this is just how it goes. So, it's best to stay patient. And back to the title of this video, before I end this. Because we kind of got off track there, but I made some solid points and I'm glad I did. Never try to argue with somebody that is narcissistic, that is hater-like, jealous-like, envious-like. Don't try to convince them of anything. Don't try to get these types of people in your life, that's for damn sure. That's a huge mistake. You don't want to be carrying nobody in your life. And this is something else I did a lot in my life. I carried people that was in my life. I ain't carrying shit. That's too heavy. That's too fucking heavy. I can't do that shit. If you have real friends You guys are going to be doing things together. Nobody is going to be benefiting off anybody. It's going to be fair game. You guys got all your own shit. You guys are going to get together and do something fun. No one's going to be paying for extra shit. No one's going to be coming around and you're not going to be buying everything. It's not going to be like this. Everything's going to be fair game all the way around. Your friends should respect you. Your friends should bring you up. Your friends should lift you up, not pull you down, not limit you and your beliefs, not try to say you can't do this or you can't that. Friends should be uplifting. Friends should be positive. Friends should love you. If something happens to you, they should have your back. They should stick up for you. They should call people out if someone's giving you a hard time. Because this is the type of friend that I am. If somebody messes with one of my friends, I take that personally. One of my friends got jumped before. And I went after these guys by myself. Right? I called every one of them out. Because I don't take that shit, and I hate bullying. I hate when people team up on somebody, beat them up, when it's just them and they're helpless and they're not even a fighter to begin with. I can't stand that shit. I'll kill somebody over this. Not literally. You just know what I mean. I'll make it so they never do this to anybody else ever again. They'll hesitate to ever think of doing something like this ever again. So, these are the type of friends you want to have in your life. If you got family, this is the type of family you want to have in your life. You don't want people that's giving you a harder time than life already is. You want people that's going to be there for you too. You're not just there for them. They're there for you too. Because too many times in my life, I was just the one that's carrying everything and everybody, and it's just bullshit. I'm bending over backwards for everybody else, doing all these chores, doing all these things, and it's like, it's ridiculous. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video short. Just understand that you should never in your life argue with any of these types of people over anything. Save your breath, save your conversations, save your time, possibly save your money, save your mental health, because they do nothing but bring you down and stop you from growing as a person. They're going to bring a certain type of energy out of you that you need to put into something else that is going to benefit you. You can leave them as they are. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't doing anything. They don't understand life. They're delusional. They're a mess, and they're going to stay that way. So, cut these motherfuckers off. I'll be back with another video. I'm out.